So my first question was, what does intersectionality mean to you two?
I can start.
Yeah.
So I think intersectionality means two things to me. The first is that, we're taking into account all different types of identities and how they meet together. So when I'm thinking about feminism, I'm thinking about women, I'm thinking, because our program is for people who use substances, I'm not just thinking about women of color. I'm not just thinking of women of color who also use drugs. I'm looking at all of those things together. And that's why this event is really important to us, but it's also really important to advocate for the different parts of those intersections, because women of color, there are tons of organizations for them in New York City, but there's not a ton of organizations for women of color who use substances. Or there's not a ton of spaces for women who identify as LGBTQ and women who use substances, and how those things overlap. And I think it really prevents them from being able to access health services, because there are parts that are dedicated to those specific pieces, but not spaces that are friendly to those altogether. And I think those are some of the women in New York City who need the most help. And so that's a part of what we try to do at our program.
Yeah, and I think, one of the things is that seems obvious, that as we created these health fair and we tried to identify which agencies we wanted to partner with, we learned so much, and I think our relationship with different agencies have been stronger to, really put a light on their services and really,
Bring resources to people.
And understand what are their resources too, and how we can refer those patients with those specific needs across. I think to be in the power and really, not be quiet when I think there is an issue or something that I think can make my voice heard. And I think that comes with me with experience and time. But yeah, that to me is what it means, not to be intimidated when there is a room full of whoever it is, and to really speak my mind, because that's the most important thing. I'm advocating for me and for somebody else that I may not even know. And I think in our work, we're always advocating for our patients, so I just really try to make a point, no matter where I am, to make sure that that's...
Do you think the term feminist has been stigmatized?
I think it's like labeling, but at the same time, it's more important than your work and what you're really standing for, and what are your values, and what you're doing in the moment, and how you're really pushing, your values and your agenda forward. If you want to call that, feminist, that is wonderful. But to me, it's more important not the title, but really your actions. That's the most important thing. I do identify as a feminist, but it's not to me, it's more important the work, the day-to-day work, and, that I'm really sharing those things that are important to me and our community.